Welcome back to Breakfast Television. The kids are back in the classroom, and that presents some tricky situations when it comes to keeping the kids healthy. Pharmacist Agusia McGrath is here now from London Drugs with why we should be teaching our kids about hygiene, allergy awareness, and much more. Good morning to you.
Morning. Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here again. It's all about the hand washing, isn't it?
It's my #1 tip in terms of recommendations for keeping kids healthy. So important to make sure that they know how to do it correctly, when to do it. So,
what would you recommend? Yeah.
For me, soap and water is the best option.
Yes.
I usually tell parents to teach their kids, make sure that they're lathering up that soap, washing, rubbing their hands, singing the happy birthday song, either out loud or in their heads at least twice, and then a good rinse after that.
Absolutely. I noticed here you have one of these little containers.
Oh, yes.
These I use and I attach them to my kids' lunch kits.
Excellent. Have soap and water available. So in between hand washing, those are a good option to have to prevent those germs and viruses from spreading.
Okay, very good. And I guess that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's preventing the spread of this illness, these infections in the school, because kids get sick at school. This is what happens.
According to Stats Canada, kids will have between 3 to 8 upper respiratory tract infections a year. So if we can get them to wash their hands properly, then we can prevent them from staying at home, prevent them from getting those respiratory tract infections. So it's a good way to keep them healthy.
To keep them healthy.
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing that happens at school is something I really don't want to talk about, but it's extremely common, of course, is lice.
Panicked parents popping into the pharmacy, oh my goodness, my child has lice, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
So first of all, I usually calm the parents down and let them know that this is perfectly common, usually is happening at the beginning of the school year. Kids are coming back to school, sharing hats or sharing combs or hugging really close, touching heads to heads, and that's how the lice spreads. It's usually head-to-head contact. They don't fly, they don't jump, they don't swim, so you don't have to worry about fumigating your house if you do find a live lice. The most important thing really is to follow the instructions on the containers and speak to the pharmacist when you're picking up these products.
Yes.
They are all over the counter, so you don't need a prescription. Key is treat the live lice.
Right.
So you're going to, if you find something, they're quite difficult to find. They can be small. You'll find little movements running around. They like to stay behind the ears on the nape of the neck. And then apply the treatment. Do the treatment according to the instructions first, and then key to repeat it 7 to 10 days later.
Yeah.
And in between, don't forget to comb the hair.
Right.
Doing detection combing is really key to making sure that you eradicate the lice from the kid's head.
Right. And to be clear, lice are not dangerous. They don't carry disease. They're just sort of annoying and kind of gross.
Annoying, gross, and very inconvenient for moms to handle.
Very inconvenient for the parents. Absolutely. Okay. What else do we need to know?
So in terms of, just to clear up with the lice, make sure that you're using the correct treatment. If it doesn't work, use an alternative agent. There are different options available. You have your Nix, your Results, your NIDA. If there are things that you can't wash or wash or disinfect, then pop them into a bag for 2 weeks so that you get rid of the lice.
Right.
Okay, so that would be key in terms of lice management.
Okay.
Then you want to make sure that you're making sure your kids are ready for the school season. If they do have allergies, keep their EpiPens up to date, make sure that they have their allergy medications prepared, and inform the school of any of their issues.
Any of their issues. Terrific. Agusia, thank you so much for being here today. Great information as always.
Thank you very much, Leah.
We're going to go for a break here on VT. When we come back, we have news, weather, and traffic. Stay with us.